Okay, so take us through a day in the life of the boss.
Hey guys, I made you a really shitty Patreon video before, and I've been meaning to remake it because obviously I was in the bathtub at that point, and I just wanted to make one so it would be out there. But first of all, I'm Marauder. I'm a professional alternative model. As you can see, I'm covered in a lot of writing right now. It's a little bit everywhere, even on my leg. I don't know if you can see it, but I also have some blood coming down. It's all over my hands. Those aren't scars, guys. Some of them are, but not all of them. Okay, anyway. What I do as an artist is kind of an assortment of everything. I spend a lot of time planning. That's my biggest time-consuming thing because I create images in my mind and then I have to produce them. But I'm a perfectionist, so if they're not perfect, then it's not good enough, which is shitty, but you know, it's cool. Anyways, I also write. I do makeup. I make YouTube videos. Those aren't really artistic in my opinion, though. They're just kind of me being stupid. But mostly, more than anything, I do modeling, and I take it very seriously. A lot of people say models aren't artists, and I like to beg to differ with that because I'm very much so an artist. I spend a lot of my time producing art because I want to produce something that makes you feel. And yeah, everyone loves nude photos, and trust me, there are not safe for work ones for my contributors, but more than anything, I want to be able to produce really heartfelt work, like the shoot I did today, for example. The reason I created a Patreon is because I got very depressed a while back, and I stopped enjoying modeling. I stopped enjoying everything, including life, and you know, by the end of it, I wanted to take my own life, and I started medication that was supposed to help me and help my bipolar disorder really get under control, and I got something for anxiety. And funny enough, what it did was it increased my drive to create and to make art, but not just any art. I didn't want to just make any photograph. I have ideas in my brain that I want to produce and make reality, and some of these are really easy and simple, and I can do them in a second, and then some of them are insanely difficult. The one we worked on tonight, for example, this is our second try of this shoot, and I finally got the picture, but we were trying to represent back alley abortions and, you know, the pain they cause women and what illegalizing, I don't think that's a word, making abortion illegal would cause. So, as you can see, I've got Violet, leeches, blood. I've got skank, whore, sinner, evil. Because as a woman who's had an abortion, I feel criminalized by the current government. And maybe you don't feel that way, and that's totally up to you, and that's your decision. But for me, you know, I like to turn my emotions into art, and I like it to speak to people, and it took me a while to decide if I wanted to do this shoot because I knew it would cause anarchy. Not really. Nothing that exciting, but I knew it would cause a lot of like people to be kind of pissed off, which at this point I've already pissed off everyone, so who else is there? Anyway, so I posted that shoot recently. I'm about to post it on my Patreon for my $1 and up fans. Probably, actually, I'm going to post the one I posted to Facebook. It's going to be a free, but then everything else will be Patreon only, because my Patreons, they get to see all of the set. They don't just see, like, hey, this is the photo. I like to post my outtakes and stuff like that, and sometimes they're really funny, and sometimes they're just bizarre. But basically, I created Patreon as a way for my fans who support me and who have supported me for the past I don't know when I started really fucking with social media, but I ended up modeling at 13, and so the fans that have supported me for so long, I decided I want to step away from paid photography and focusing on that, but I want to be able to produce art. The problem is I can only produce the art I want to produce for you if I'm not having to focus primarily on paid work. So I started a Patreon hoping that my fans would contribute and help out where they can. I mean, honestly, I have over 4,000 friends on my Facebook page alone, or not Facebook page, but on my Facebook. And then on my page I have around 17,000. And so it's so easy that if everyone donated even $1, not even everyone, because I don't even need that much, but just donating $1 is a huge help, and that allows you access to a lot of the behind the scenes shoots that no one else is going to get to see unless they're on Patreon. And honestly, I'm probably going to start posting much more on Patreon because I don't really like Facebook anymore. I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't show you my posts. You're not seeing anything I'm posting anyway. So I think I'm going to leave Facebook for politics and Patreon for art. If you can't afford to follow me, if you can't afford the $1 a month, you could always follow my public posts. You're not going to see as much, but it'll still give you updates on, different photos I post, and sometimes I do post publicly. Sorry, I'm all weird and anxious trying to talk about anything. I hate doing videos. I always sound like an idiot. Anyway, what your contributions basically go to are my ability to keep getting new outfits for different concepts, which it gets expensive. All this fake blood, man, it builds up. And when you see the shoot, there's a lot there that you may not catch on, but I collect antique medical tools and things like that for shoots because I do Victorian era stuff a lot. And, I want to hear from my fans, and I want to do more stuff that represents them too. Over the next year to 2 years, I want to start producing books. The first book I produce will actually be specifically for my patrons who have donated to get me to the, I think it was $500 mark. And if you donate $5 or more a month, then you'll get a book. And the book's going to be a really personal collection. I'm picking out the photos to put in there, and I'm also taking new ones because I really want it to speak to people, and that's how I want my art to be. I don't want to be a model for the money anymore. I want to be a model for what I started it for, and that's to express myself and to help other people who are struggling and in pain with their own mental disorders. And right now, with our current administration in America, people all over the world are suffering, and the only beauty we have left is art. So I really hope I can make a difference for you, and I can make a difference in your life. And if you can't donate, go ahead and follow the page, and then do me a favor and share it, and that helps just as much, and I really appreciate it, because every share, someone new may see it. But I post exclusive content to Patreon where nowhere else will see it. I won't even post it on websites or anything like that. It only goes to Patreon. So by becoming a patron, you do get a lot of perks. And the first 100, I think it's 50. The first 50 donors will actually get a little something special in the mail from me as a thank you for becoming a donor, because you guys really mean a lot to me, and I don't know how to express it properly. I'm never good at that. I'll probably just cry like a loser. But, it does mean a lot to me that you guys support me, and so far it's been heartwarming that so many people have donated in such a short amount of time, because your help is really needed. I want art to become something more in this world than it is right now, and I want to continue with it. And I want to make photography and modeling a whole new thing, because I want to go beyond just pretty girl in a bikini and reach out and actually touch people's hearts. And I really hope you'll be a part of that. So if you become a patron, I really, really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for everything you've done so far. I couldn't do what I do without you. So thank you guys. Much love.